Alrighty. I'm not really sure what I'm going to be doing here. I mean, I know exactly what I'm doing. I really didn't want to make another one of these types of, oh, woe is me type of videos. It's not my thing. I don't enjoy doing it. But, it's been a bit since I posted my last video, and, I figure it's probably about time I explain some things, for both moving on and presently why I've not been uploading. And as well, I may as well give you guys an update on the whole situation with my Discord account. So, yeah, where do I start? Oh, well, I can start by not falling down the mountain. That's a perfect start. Yeah, live commentary here, kids. Okay, I guess I'll just start off by saying that I don't have a script for this or anything. This is me sitting down to record at, like, midnight or something. Actually, let me see. Phone, what time is it? Huh, it's at midnight. So there you go. This is essentially me just sitting here midnight.
On hard drive has been
beta. And I've decided I really want to clear my thoughts and put it into a video, knowing fully well that there's going to be like 5 people who watch this, and yeah. Regardless, I still think transparency is important, and as such, I'm being transparent. Shit's tough. Yeah, that's the understatement of the century right there. Not that I'm in a bad place mentally anymore. I'm still not. Much better compared to whenever I made that video. But there is definitely something to be said about burnout. And while I don't have burnout, I don't believe what I would like to say is I don't have motivation, per se. Because my last video I uploaded was Arma, and that was the most most voted of all the options that were available. So I was hoping that, you know, it would do a little bit better than getting, like, 20 views tops. That kind of stunk massive. I was very disappointed. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. I was really disappointed about that, because I thought it was pretty good, and of course, you know, that's my perception as the person who made the video and, you know, enjoyed playing the game with his friends and whatnot, but, you know, I digress. Anywho, all I'm trying to say is that I am currently, whenever I bother to get off my ass and finish it, currently working on a video about Ultimate Admiral Dreadnought's multiplayer. But because of the fact that the game seems to be ridiculously unstable whenever it comes to trying to record in multiplayer, it's pretty miserable to try and do that. I'm just gonna be very honest, because it crashes my computer. It even crashed Vanilla's computer some, because Dartis, the legend he is, I presume it's a he, I don't know, the legend Dartis is, was willing to give me a key code to give to Vanilla, and I really appreciate that. And Dartis is probably just wondering, like, where's this video you said you were making? It's like, it's coming. I've got the thumbnail, I've got all the video files, I just need to stop being lazy. Which, you know, easier said than done, I guess, but either way, it's, it's hard, because, quite frankly, like, like I mentioned, that armor video kind of just sapped the rest of my energy. I was excited, kind of exhausted mentally, but excited to get into doing a new series, because the last one I had done, if you don't count my Cursed Tank Sim series, was 7 Days to Die. So I guess a game playthrough, how about that? Because that was way back when, with people that I'm, not all of which I'm in contact with anymore, for better or for worse. And quite frankly, it's just hard. I mean, you can tell I have really got just zero thoughts planned out, that my mind is just kind of a mess. Scripting? Who needs scripting? Scripting's for suckers. But no. Anywho. So that was the whole reason I hadn't been uploading recently. Props to you if you haven't clicked off for me just rambling. What else? Well, 3 different things I wanted to talk about. And even then, I'm debating if I even want to talk about the Discord situation, because nobody wants to see a bunch of legal documentation saying, God, I can't. I apologize. I've been up for close to 50 hours for this point. Not 50, 48. Good grief. I should probably go to bed. Going to bed's for suckers. But anyway.
Milestone
Shut up,
reached.
Ada. Essentially what it boils down to is that I'm not burnt out, but I definitely do not possess motivation at the current time. Which is really irritating, because I had some plans for some things. I mean, I wanted to make a War Thunder parody of, not We Didn't Start the Fire, what is it? Welcome to the Internet, by Bo Burnham. I believe that's his last name. I always get his last name messed up. I've got a script written for it and everything. It was based off of this idea I'd seen from somebody doing Welcome to Team Fortress, and then I figured out, like, literally 2 days later, somebody else had done that idea too, and I even commented on that video. I'm like, you know, I don't really want to, you know, be a plagiarist here. I don't remember if that's the correct phrase. You know, I don't want to plagiarize here. You know, you technically had the idea first, but I may still make my own rendition anyway. Or something to that effect. And, surprisingly, it actually got hearted. And I'm like, okay, cool. I will say, though, for anyone who is wanting to know about the Discord, and I'll probably wrap this up after this, because I don't really know what else to talk about. As usual, I have a billion things I want to say, and I only end up saying one of them because I'm stupid, and I don't do good at explaining things or expressing my emotions, per se. Essentially, for those of you who do not live in the United States, every state has something called an attorney general. I'm not sure the entire political shtick, but essentially they can help you resolve consumer complaints. They kind of act as like a fair play type of person. And essentially, whenever Discord had shut down my Zendesk account, which is the service they use to process all their tickets, I essentially submitted a report to the Pennsylvania State Attorney General. Fast forward, there's a deadline, and essentially Discord did not respond within that deadline. I'm like, okay, well, I can't say I'm surprised. You're not required to, you're just obligated to respond, that is. But what's funny is several days after it had expired, I got a written response, and I may put some of this stuff up on the screen throughout this segment of the video. But I essentially got a written response that was addressed to the Attorney General. And we have to be careful with what I say here, because I don't know how much would be technically considered confidential, even though it's a civilian case. But basically, they're like, one, we suggested, you know, make a new account, whatever. If you haven't already. You know, well, I kind of already did that. Didn't have much choice. Had to keep in contact with some of the friends somehow or another. And there's still some friends who have absolutely no idea. They think I've just vanished off the internet. All because Discord is, big stupid. And there's not really much I can do about that, unfortunately. Because I do not have the funding or the backing, quite frankly, being supportive backing, to be able to try and sue a company the size of Discord. What's great is also for those of you who don't live in the United States or suck at geography like I do, Delaware is where Discord's headquarters is. And that's literally like a 10-minute drive away from me. So that makes it good if I somehow manage to scrape together enough money to get a lawyer. I mean, put it this way. What they have done, essentially, is lied to the government. The American government, in a way. Because they claimed that they did not at any point suspend my Zendesk account. Which is funny, because whenever I got this email, or not email, it was forwarded to me in an email from the Attorney General. And essentially, this document in this email that was signed by one of Discord's legal specialists, so you know they're starting to take this seriously now, essentially said, we did not deactivate his Zendesk account, and they also said a bunch of other mumbo-jumbo. But I don't understand, you know, they say, okay, we can't restore accounts. Yeah, tell that to all the data you're collecting and selling. And two, I thought I saw a geothermal spout for some reason. I'm too tired for this. But essentially, they also kind of just said, is that like an Easter egg or something? I have no idea. Okay. I probably have ADHD. I get so distracted with the smallest of things. Anywho. I don't even remember. Okay. Retraced my steps. Let's see. So, essentially they falsified a form, in essence, because they said that they did not suspend this account. The Zendesk account, rather, which is false, and I have a proof of that because I took a couple different images with dates that very clearly say user account has been suspended, and somehow or another I doubt Zendesk themselves had a reason to do that. As well as there's also then, ooh, that was lightning, hello. ADHD moment. And there's the thunder, if my microphone picked it up. No idea. Depends on if OBS does its sound dampening or not, I guess. But anywho, I'm getting completely out of track. So I'm going to just say, I'm going to focus for a second. Essentially, Discord has lied to the government and has gotten legal personnel involved because they're starting to get concerned. And in the process of doing so, they have given me access to every single Discord support ticket I sent in over the couple of months I was trying to get help. And just can prove that they repeatedly ignored me. So, you know, great job, guys. Way to sabotage yourselves. And 4, this wasn't even a legal requirement. They had zero necessity to do this. They are not it is not necessary for them to comply. It is preferred on my behalf, but they're not legally required to intervene. Will you feck off? Get up here. Buzz off. Ruining our speech. Anywho. In essence, they did something they didn't have to, exposed a bunch of information, and even exposed that they didn't properly fill something out. Because, I'll put it up on screen here, there is one segment that is supposed to have information regarding a date that something was... My S key got stuck. That's the problem. But basically, there was supposed to be a date that some... Bye, idiot. There's supposed to be a date something got filled out. And, essentially, it literally just has in brackets, date. So, yeah. Point being, they tried to fuck around, and they found out a little more than they probably should have, and gave away more than they should have. So, yeah, thanks, guys. You are making my life easier by being idiots. Again, didn't have to do any of this. Buddy, can you go away? So, yeah. Oh, bloody hell. If I can not get completely owned by this guy. But in essence, that is really all I wanted to talk about, was get the stuff off my mind with regards to Discord. I'll just call it lack of motivation. There's supposed to be an and in there somewhere. I forgot it. Will you shut up, man? I'm trying to talk. Absolute jackass. Oh, God. He figured out how to scale vertical surfaces. Yeah, I can't jump away from this fucker. You are really annoying. Oh god, don't de-equip yourself. Buddy, well you. I've almost dragged him all the way back to my hub. Oy vey. I need like a ledge or something. I don't know if that ledge is gonna be enough. Woo! Whoa, chill. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is with me at this point. Thank you, Jesus. Well, I have no idea how long this recording's been. I haven't been watching my second monitor. So, I guess I'm just gonna be lame and say, thanks for watching. Bye. But on the bright side, you can get to watch me murder these two fucks, or get murdered by them, potentially. Depending on which way it goes, and whether or not Satisfactory has a lag attack like it's trying to do right now. Alright. Good enough. I don't know when the Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts video is going to come out. Because when I say there's like 30 different clips, I have to try and figure out which goes where. Because none of them were actually labeled properly in terms of date. Yeah, I'm not being sarcastic about that at all. Maybe Friday. I really do want to get back into the Monday-Friday loop. And I've got Arma footage backed up. I mean, I'm literally borrowing my mom's external hard drive just for extra space. My 2 terabyte SSD on my computer's running low. Hello, fellas. Watch this neat little trick. You go on, attack me, I dare you. Yeah, you. Sorry, are you stupid? Anyhow. Whee! Oh yeah, that's these things. The bacons. Alright. Well, I suppose I'll just leave you guys with this. Goodbye.